first and 10. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Off the play fake, Jackson to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They face second down and 7. He'll manage only a couple. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down. Now Jackson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
The script going to plan so far. Chance for an early score now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4th down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They'll go with him again. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Now from a yard farther back, it's 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Jackson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Baron Browning. Past midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Denver. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Broncos. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and result in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
He chooses to keep it on the zone read.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Third and long. Here's Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And they will take their final timeout of this half. And of note, since they're out of timeouts, they cannot challenge for the remainder of this half. Ravens bring their punt team out as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punch it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
That's the end of the first quarter.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. That is caught. He finds Walker. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he will go all the way. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Ravens get back in it. It is 21-7.
Ravens 7.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Off he goes. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Hovering very strong defensively. It's second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll find his man, Nicole Hardman. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
This the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Nick's gonna throw for it. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out.
Oh, the defense snuffed that one out. He'll lose yardage, mark him back at the 3.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back near his goal line, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. Going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Broncos. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground.
Number 32 on the He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Jackson now on 2nd down. That caught by Davis. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Throw it. Nix. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Third and long. Now Jackson on the move. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore. First down at the 29-yard line.
So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, and we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios in the Creative Village. Standing by, the coach with our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Nix. He's going to tuck it and go. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
Here's Nix to throw. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he will score. Touchdown Broncos. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Broncos will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A first down throw for Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down. They'll give on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Play action now. Jackson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees,
and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll throw here on third and short. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Denver. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Bates, good. With the extra point, Broncos stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Jackson now to throw on first down. Open man is Davis. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get this complete to Allen. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Broncos. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run with Allen. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Watkins motioning over. Nix now to throw it here on first down. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. Now a second down throw for Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Nix from the gun on third down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
On first and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Broncos. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game.
Next to score, Broncos 56, Ravens 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10. In motion comes Walker. A first down throw for Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. Open man, the tight end straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on 2nd down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. In motion comes Walker. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Walker. Play action now. Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete right side. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Quick throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Third and short, Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down. Nix now on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. Inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Bates, good, with the extra point. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
From the gun, Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end.